And 2 months later, I'm back to make a video after a long break. I don't usually ever make this long of a break, but I think I needed it. I've still been drawing and working on content, but I just haven't uploaded any videos. I've been very busy with work, very busy drawing, very busy improving myself, and I did take vacation maybe 2 months ago, just over 2 months ago. So I've been busy working on a lot of things, and just thinking about this entire channel and everything that I'm doing, the content that I'm making, what I can improve about these videos, what I can improve about myself, even simple things like the way that I speak, how I record the videos, the time lapses, the sound of the audio and all that. Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Maybe I sound kind of funny. Maybe my videos are boring. Maybe people don't connect to them. Maybe they're just not interesting. Or maybe I'm just overthinking all of it and I should just stop worrying about everything and just draw and enjoy it. Well, that kind of depends on what the goal is, because I think depending on your perception or perspective, trying to remember what the difference would be in those two words. But anyways, I've just been very busy working on a lot of things and been very just doing so much every day with work. I've been working a lot of hours, and I would come home. I didn't have much time to do much of anything other than shower, eat, do a little bit of stretching, draw, and then I had no time left to edit or upload video. And I think if I had to choose between doing something I enjoy and making less income from it, and doing something that gives me absolutely no meaning at all, that I wake up every day not having interest in doing it, just kind of doing the same repetitive thing every day, just enough to get by and pay the bills, but not much else. And then you get older and you get older and you start thinking, time's going by, I'm not getting any younger, and I don't feel like I'm really getting anywhere in my life. And everybody's got different goals or ideas of things that they want to do. So I think that taking one view on that, it's going to be different for everyone, depending on your experiences, where you're at in life, where you live, your goals or hobbies or whatever that could be. I'm going to take another sip here of this coffee, drinking decaf coffee because it's in the evening and I don't want to be awake all night. But I was looking at some of my videos and the content that I've made. I've made tutorial videos, time-lapse, drawing. I've made videos talking about various topics. I even had at one point in my channel, I thought about talking about things with philosophy or psychology. I was sort of just going everywhere, and I thought about kind of combining all these different things, so I'm not just confined to one topic or doing one type of thing, there are channels where they don't talk at all and they just upload time-lapse videos, and sure, I could do that, but I think it will kind of get boring for me maybe. Although at first and for a long time and maybe for a couple of years I would enjoy not having to really think about expressing myself in any other way other than drawing. But I think sometimes the problem is that I'll spend so much time drawing and I have all these ideas that I can't really, get out there. Like, I feel like my mind is it feels like a hard drive that has 1 terabyte capacity. But I feel like my mind is like 100 trillion terabytes of thoughts and ideas that I just can't get out fast enough. And when I first started this channel, when I would talk, and I noticed it outside of my channel, like just in daily life, that I would talk very fast. Or if I was having a conversation with somebody, I would try to hold the thought of what they were telling me I would have a thought about something, but if I don't say it then and there, I'll quickly forget it because I tend to forget things very easily. Such as if I have a thought while I'm in a conversation with somebody, I will just randomly completely forget the thought of what I was going to think about. So if I'm having a conversation with somebody, I'll let them talk, kind of go back and forth in the conversation. And as they're saying something, if they're talking for, 4 minutes, I'll have an idea of something I want to tell them. But if I don't tell them right then and there, I'll completely forget it within like 30 seconds. So sometimes I'll have to sort of interrupt them. Otherwise, I would just only be sitting there and listening, although maybe that wouldn't be much of a problem for a lot of people. But anyways, I'm kind of just going everywhere, kind of rambling. I mean, I've had 2 months of random thoughts about things and to think about stuff, and vacation and busy working. So yeah, just 2 months of thinking and random things. I could structure my videos to where I pick one topic to talk about. I pick one thing, talk about that topic, and then that's that. I could make videos talking about, just being yourself, or being motivated, or being positive, or time-lapse drawing and doodles. But I think that if I structure that way, it's not really kind of how I think. My mind's kind of everywhere, in a way. That's why I like doodling, these random things that I make. Although I don't know what they are, it's kind of just all over the place. It's just like, it's kind of structured chaos in my mind, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does. Maybe if I don't know if anybody can relate to that. Or maybe I'm just talking completely random. Anyways, I think my point was that, I could write down something of, this is a topic that I'm going to talk about for this video. And because of that, I could make like, here's 10 key ways to be a better artist, or here's 5 steps to this or that. But I think there's always more steps. There's always more possibilities. There are always more ideas. I think that's the thing with creativity, is that you're not confining yourself to one thing. Like if the only thing I did was draw portraits, I would be so bored, which is one of the reasons why, when I was younger in school, everybody thought that, a really cool drawing or an awesome drawing was something that was just replicating something from the real world that's completely accurate and realistic. It's a portrait. It looks 100% realistic, but that's mostly just about technical skill. I mean, you could be creative and change it up a bit, but it's more about technical skill first before creativity. And that's why I like doodling, because I can be creative, make random things, and just let the technical thing happen on its own from muscle memory and just hand control and practicing making these lines. That if I draw this over and over and over and keep making all these random things of whatever I want, it can be enjoyable, it can be relaxing, I can think about stuff, and I can improve my drawing and my mind and deal with things better than if I try to draw the way that everybody else is doing. And that's another thing I was thinking about is, let's say you want to be successful at something, whatever success is for you. But the thing that most people is interested in, and the type of person that people are interested in, is somebody that you are not. So the problem would be being yourself. What if the self that you are, or the person that you are due to the circumstances of what's happened in your life, and just your personality or the hobbies you have, is something that most people don't have interest in or have any interest in watching, but you want to be successful at that, then it kind of limits you on how much you can expand, how much interest someone would have in it. Like if you have a certain topic or a hobby that no one has any idea about, like people see it, but they're just not interested. So you're not really going to get much of a following or subscribers or income from it. Although that's kind of the opposite of really who I am. I've always been more introverted, thinking, keeping to myself, but to make an income from something or a living from the hobby or the thing that you do, you have to be well known or be popular, which is kind of the opposite of being introverted. Although you could be introverted and just make videos and not talk, most people want to try to connect with you, hear what you have to say. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking about? What did you do to get to this or that step? I feel like I've kind of done a little bit of everything. I've made time-lapse videos, I've talked about stuff, and sometimes I just need a break. Think about things, about the type of videos that I want to make rather than just only making the content that someone else wants to watch. But what is the point of it after all? Is it to make content that I want? But if I make content that I want that nobody watches, then I don't make any income from it. But if I make the content that everybody else wants, then it's going to be content that isn't things that I have interest in doing, which isn't me, which I'm not being myself. So why be somebody I'm not to make others happy, which completely contradicts who I am as a person. So I guess maybe just continuing making videos the way that I want, and if I make income from it, then let the luck happen, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna take another sip of this coffee here. If you're fortunate enough and still listening to this after, I don't know how long has this been, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, I can ramble on for hours and forget what I was even talking about in the first place because my mind just goes off kind of everywhere. So I'll cover a topic, then I'll think about something else. I'll start talking about that, and then I don't know. But today I did organize my living room a little bit. I cleaned my kitchen, which was just dirty. My apartment has been pretty much kind of messy for 2 months. Come home, eat. I would fall asleep in my reclining chair for a couple hours because I was so exhausted, and I'll get up, eat again, and it'd be time to go to bed. I'd only have like maybe an hour to draw per day. Didn't really have any time to upload any videos, as I said, but I did do my dishes and got my apartment mostly cleaned. I just have to do some laundry. And then I'm going to write down some different ideas and things that I have for making different videos and topics and all that. And so we shall see how that goes. Yeah, I haven't really recorded any time-lapse drawings in 2 months. I've just been drawing because I didn't want to have to worry about, recording it, turning it off, turning it back on, saving the file. I just wanted to draw for 2 months and kind of see where I went with that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. When was the last video I uploaded? I think it was like middle of May or something. Was it June, July? Yeah, so it's been at least 2 months since I have uploaded a video. But looking back when I first started this channel, I was just using my little cheap webcam, and I kind of just did everything that I could. I improved the audio, I improved the video, I improved my drawing, I improved my speaking and video, like the way that I speak and pronounce things. I improved. What else? The lighting, the camera setup, the angles, the video editing. I just did as much as I could to improve it a whole lot. And I did have a time, I think it was in 2018. It seems like 2018, like the end of it and beginning of 2019 is when I had the highest amount of views on my channel. And I don't know why or what happened. It seems like all the videos from that time period, I get most of my subscribers and views from. And there are videos on topics and things that I've completely covered and I don't really have anything else to say about. And I thought about, why don't I make more videos similar to that? But I think the thing that I need to try to figure out is my ability to create drawing tutorials, because most of the way that I draw, I'm not thinking. So to think about how to teach the things that I'm not thinking about, I don't know how to do that. It's like, it's complicated, because most of the way I draw is just from muscle memory and experiences, and taking the experiences that I've went through in life and the obsessive repetitions of doing thousands and thousands of drawings over and over, to the point that I don't have to think about it. I just make things, and I just put my unconscious, or whatever you want to call it, I just put myself into the drawings. And so I'm not quite sure how to teach that, because that has come from personal experiences, life experiences, and just drawing for a long time. So yeah, I did get my Rotring 0.35 working. I don't know why it was not working, but all I did was I just shook the pen like I've always done, which I did it like hundreds of times to get this pen work. Would not write, would not draw, nothing. Then I just randomly shook it one day, and now it works. So I don't know. It's probably the best nib size for drawing that I prefer. It's not too wide, it's not too thin. It's just perfect width. That I can make the details, but if I really want to fill in an area, make a lot of contrast and values, then I can do that. But I guess this is sort of a intro, welcome back video. I haven't really decided if I'm going to put this talking over a drawing, to like a time-lapse drawing or a real-time drawing, or if I'm just going to upload a picture of a drawing I did and just have this playing in the background. I have no idea yet. I haven't even planned it or even thought about it. I just sat down and started recording this. And so if you're watching this, you're either watching most likely a real-time drawing, or you're just seeing an image of a doodle that I created while this is playing. One of the two. But I'm going to finish up this decaf coffee. I know, very boring, right? It's not all awesome like regular coffee, but I'm not going to drink that in the evening. It'd be very bad. I'd be awake for 2 days, which did happen a month ago. I was awake for 3 days, and that was a very weird feeling. I was so sleepy, I wanted to go to bed. Like, I wanted to sleep, but I was too tired to sleep. I don't understand. It doesn't even make any sense. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this coffee. I could just make coffee ASMR, where I just, for 3 hours, just... I don't know. I've done a lot of ASMR videos. Or what if I purposely make my videos so boring and uninteresting that it makes people fall asleep? They don't even watch them. They just come to listen to the videos because they're like, this guy is so boring. His voice is so monotone and emotionless. You've got to listen to his videos. Don't watch them. They're very boring, and they will put you to sleep. And we just play that at night. If we're awake for 3 days and we're too tired to fall asleep. What a strange feeling. Anyways, everyone. Well, there's no one here. I'm sitting here alone in my room, looking at a microphone. It feels like I'm talking to myself. Even though I've done this thousands, I don't know how many. I've got thousands of videos on my computer I still have to upload. I've probably done this 25,000 times where I've sat here in front of my microphone and talked. And yet, it still feels like I'm just thinking out loud and talking to myself. But, yeah. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna go work on some doodles. I'm gonna go eat and write down some ideas and plans and things for some videos. Or maybe I should just spontaneously, randomly make videos. Like a video every single day and then no video for 2 months. That's a wonderful plan there. just upload 5 videos a day. No videos for like 6 months. No. I think I've only took like a long break one time before, back in, I think it was 2017, like the end of 2017, or like middle of, I think it was like the summer of 2018. I took a long break. Anyways, I will go do some doodling, and I'll talk to you later. Even though I'm not really talking to you, talking to a microphone. You're just hearing this in the future, which means technically you've teleported back in time. So you're a time traveler. And here you are in the future listening to this. Anyways, have a good day and have fun doodling.